Sunday. It is the Sunday after Thanksgiving for me, and I decided that it's time for me to start vlogging on YouTube. This is something that I've always loved. I remember watching YouTube videos when I was, oh my gosh, I don't even know, maybe like 15, 16, even younger, 11, 12. I remember my first introduction to YouTube was watching Taylor Swift's music videos, and I have been hooked ever since. I've grown up watching YouTube. I love watching other people create and what their daily lives look like. So I figured now's a better time than ever to start this for myself. Life is too short, and I love watching YouTube, so I figured I might love creating on YouTube. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna kind of bring you along some things that I'm getting up to. I know the big things that I really want to do today are organizing my bookshelf, which I'll kind of show you what we're working with. And then I also want to decorate the Christmas tree. As you can see, we've got some lights on it. It definitely needs more lights. We're at a good start, and we're gonna decorate the Christmas tree. I've been decorating for Christmas the past couple of days, so I'll also show you that, kind of show you around the apartment, and I'm really excited. So yeah, I think that books are going to definitely be a really big part of what I'm doing. I think this will just kind of evolve with me, and I'm just really excited to see what this brings. I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to just figure out how everything works with YouTube, and I want to be creative. I really need that creative outlet in my life, I think, and I'm just really excited to share. I love watching book content creators on here, so I just figured, why not give it a shot? So let's go look at the bookshelf. All right, so we're going into the bedroom now. This is kind of what we're working with. This is the insane amount of laundry I have, so please ignore that. But we've got this nice stack of books here. My entire dresser is being taken over by books. I've got books behind this mirror all the way over here. And then over here, this is my bookshelf. So this is what we are about to fill today. I'm very excited to see what it ends up looking like. I'm struggling to find a spot to set my camera to give you a good view of the bookshelf, but I figured I would just talk a little bit about kind of what my plan is with organizing. For whatever reason, I had to take all my books down so that we could remove this bookshelf because my dad had to get to the Ethernet cable behind this wall. So I had to remove all of my books, and I kind of want to switch it up. I have way too many books for this bookshelf, so I'm kind of thinking, like, as I'm doing this, I'm going to think about maybe unhauling some books that I don't really want to keep. And then I also really want like a section that's just my physical TBR, because it seems to have it's definitely gotten out of hand. And I just want to see how many books I have to read, and then maybe if there's a way that I could incorporate some sort of challenge so that I could try to get through those next year going into 2026. Yeah, we're gonna see what we're working with. It's so dusty. So this is what we're working with in terms of books that I have not read. So as you can see, I am extremely easily influenced when it comes to buying books. These are stacked so high, and I think that this has gotten incredibly out of hand. All right, so we're gonna count how many books that I have not read so that I can have a number for my physical TBR. I literally think I have more books that I have not read than books that I have read. So as of right now, I'm definitely more like a bookstore. Yeah, this is kind of eye-opening. Alrighty, we've got our paper and pen. It's time to count. 30. We're at 60 now. All right, so from what I'm counting here in my bed, which might not be everyone, however, I think that it's definitely most of the books that I own that I've not read. I have 97 books. 97. That's insane. I'm writing that down. 97 unread books. I need some tea. All right, so what I'm thinking for this is, that's a lot of books. I like to shelve my series together just for my own brain, so I might I might combine these a little bit. And I don't know, I'm kind of thinking of doing some sort of challenge in the new year where I will be able to fly through the books of my physical TBR. It'd be really nice to get to a point where I don't have any books in my physical TBR. So alrighty, let's get to organizing my bookshelf. All right, so you're currently very precariously stacked on a pile of books that I know they're books that I definitely don't want to keep. But before we get into any of this organizing, I need to put my hair up. How's that look? Let's get to organizing. I am extremely overwhelmed. I need to wipe this. It's so dirty. Don't try this at home. I'm thinking after this is starting to be a little bit of a fail, I'm thinking I need to organize the books by category on my bed, and then I should be able to get them up here in a way that sort of makes more sense. Remy intermission. So cute. So I have organized, and this is what we're working with. So over here I have my fiction. Back here we have our classics. This is romance, historical fiction right here, and then the majority of my books are definitely fantasy or romantasy. These books right here are books that I would consider like lighter fantasy. They are definitely fiction, like they're on the border of fiction and fantasy. I can't think of what they are called, but they're kind of like magical realism. These then turn into the real fantasy. This is my two dystopian, but yeah, all of this is fantasy. I've got a little bit more historical fiction back there. I now have you propped up on my pillows, so that's interesting. As you can tell by the thousands of angles that you're most likely getting in this video, I still have no idea what I'm doing, so bear with me, and I hope that you're still having fun watching. And it is time to now put away some books. This is one of my favorite books ever, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have annotated the crap out of this book, and I highly recommend. Cute little Harry Potter and Hedwig that I like to put on my shelf right where I put my Harry Potter books. So my camera died, so that's why there was a cut in the video, but I'm back now, and as you can see behind me, I've got all of the books that I want to keep all up on my bookshelf. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna show you through. I have a little friend right here, Remy. He is the ultimate photogenic beauty poser, the real star of YouTube. This is what it's looking like from back here, and then we're gonna get up close and personal. So we're gonna start on the bottom. Right here on this left side of the shelf, I have a lot of, actually I believe every book, at least almost every book on this bottom shelf I have not read. There's a few exceptions which I'll show you, but let's get started. So right here, we've got Remarkably Bright Creatures. I just didn't really know where to put this. I have read that one. And then I have my 3 classics. I have not read any of those classics. And then I have a few regular fiction books. And then right here, that's where we're really going into our historical fiction. I believe I have not read any of these except for Circe and Song of Achilles, and then The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I've read those 3. And then right here, I have not read any of these except for Tom Lake. I've read that book. Into My Olivia Blake. This book is new. I just got this the other day. I'm really excited. It's apparently a dystomance, so dystopian romance. So that's definitely on my radar. And then I'm kind of getting into my fantasy type books. If you remember, I have read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. That's definitely one of my favorite books. And the rest of these I have not read. Over here I have my Frederick Bachman. I have not read any of his books, and yet I am extremely excited to read those hopefully this winter. Now we're going up to the next shelf, which is mostly my romance books, and I have read a lot of these. So over here on the left we have our Emily Henry, Into Our Chloe Walsh, Binding 13 series. I actually don't own the first 2 books. I don't know why. That's something I need to get on. I've read these 3. I just have not read Redeeming 10 yet, or Releasing 10. Lessons in Chemistry, another one of my absolute favorite books. Annabelle Monaghan, she's definitely an auto-buy author for me for romance. We've got, this is actually one of my favorite books from childhood, Flipped. I have not read that in a while, so I do want to reread it with an adult brain. I have a few of my Jessa Hastings. I'm currently loaning out the rest of my Magnolia Parks to a friend. I've read these 2, Time of Your Life and The Conditions of Will, but I have not read Never, so I am very excited to read that. Then over here we've got Ashley Poston and then Lynn Painter books. I have not read the second book in this series yet. Then we have our Allie Hazelwood. I've read all of these except for Not in Love. I need to get to that one. And then we have B.K. Borison. This is an author I'm actually really excited about. I have not read any of their books. However, I really would like to soon, especially these 2 are Christmas themed, so look forward to those hopefully in a soon upcoming video. And then we've got Love in Other Words. I have 2 copies. This beautiful copy that I got for my birthday this year that I am obsessed with. This beautiful back cover, these sprayed edges, it has a bookmark in it. It's just such a gorgeous copy. A few other books, have not read this one. The X-Vows I'm excited to read. This is the Carly Fortune trilogy. Well, actually, I don't know if she's going to come out with another book. I've not read the 3rd one, but I've read the first 2. We've got 2 Abby Jimenez, and then these are kind of my, I guess I would say, fall reads. So this is one I have not read, but it's definitely on my radar. It was a very popular, or it is a very popular book talk book for this fall. Going up to the next shelf, let's start over here. All of my Sarah J. Maas, which I am absolutely obsessed with. I'm actually currently in the middle of a reread of Throne of Glass, and I just have Kingdom of Ash left to read. I really want to read that before this year ends. I also have my 6 of Crows duology back there, the first 3 of Fourth Wing. These are 2 books I'm really excited about. I've not read The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. And then the other day I just got this book, Fallen City, which is a new release, and I'm really excited about that one. Our Infinite Fates. The reason why I'm so excited about this is it has a little blurb on the top from V.E. Schwab, who, if you didn't know, wrote The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I've heard this book be related to that book, and I love that one, so I think that would be great. More historical fiction. These ones are all my Kristen Hanna books. I actually just finished The Woman. I'm going to talk about that one soon. It was so good. I've got the first 2 books in Outlander, which I just realized are in the wrong order. And then I have this book, which is actually from a local young author that I got for Christmas last year from my Nana, and then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Now I'm standing on the bed, so hopefully I don't fall. So lastly, we have these top 2 shelves. Up on the very top, those are just my nonfiction books. So there's a couple that I want to read. Nonfiction's really not my favorite. However, I do try to challenge myself by reading some nonfiction books. And then we go down into the rest of my fantasy. So over here we have my beautiful Harry Potter box set with my 2 little Harry Potter figurines. We also have Alchemized. I also have Fairytale over there, which I honestly know nothing about, but I was recommended to read that. I have The Hunger Games and Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm super excited to read Sunrise on the Reaping, but I wanted to wait closer to when the movie comes out. We've got the first book of The Will of the Many, another one of my absolute favorites this year. I am currently reading the second book that just came out in November. And then we have another book by James Islington, his other series. These are 3 first books in series. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I hope to get into more high fantasy next year, and then An Ember in the Ashes. We've got Game of Thrones back there, and also the Red Rising trilogy. Blood Over Bright Haven and The Sword of Kaigan. I want to read one of those before the end of this year. I've got Silver Elite, which is another big TikTok famous fantasy book of the year. The Dance of Thieves duology, the first 2 books in the Bridge Kingdom. I've got the Powerless trilogy by Lauren Roberts. I have not read the last book and this little novella, Fearful. And then I also have the Lightlark trilogy. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed my little library tour. If there's any books that you see on there that you think that I need to really get on and prioritize, that would be great. And if you could just let me know which books I should read. I think I'm going to be filming a video for my December TBR because it's literally December tomorrow, and I can't believe that it's the last month of 2025. So I really want to end this year in a bang, read a lot of really good books, and I am really excited. I have a couple more clips on my camera from going and picking out our Christmas tree. We went book shopping, which I kind of showed you a few of the books that I got behind me, and I'm actually going to insert those clips right now so that you can see that. top here. I still need to paint that one. And then down here on the second shelf, I have, I don't know, it's kind of random. I don't really know if I love it, but I guess it will do for now. And then over here, I have the black reindeer, the nutcracker, and then Santa Claus. Also peep the banana bread, which I already ate. And this is the reality of decorating for Christmas. So I just realized that those lights that I bought, first of all, I have not enough, not even close to enough. And second of all, they don't have the plug on the end that connects one light strand to the next light strand. Essentially, I have no lights, and it looks stupid. Come here, let's see. Like, do you see this? I have enough lights for what, like 1/8 of this massive tree? And I only have one more set of lights, and they don't have plugs on the end. So I'm gonna have to reconvene. Hey, man. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this first YouTube video. I just want you to bear with me learning out how to edit, how to film, what angles to have. I understand that I have a lot to learn. However, this has been really fun. I've heard people say that the way that you're able to find out what you truly love is in the tasks that you do where you lose track of time. And just today filming this, I actually lost my phone for 3 hours. I had no idea where it was, didn't care, wasn't even looking for it. I think it's very easy to be scared or nervous about posting online. It is definitely a very nerve-wracking thing. However, the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that it's really not that deep. There are always going to be people who judge you. There are always going to be people who don't understand you. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You have to do what you love. This is your life. And as long as what you're doing makes you happy, then I don't see why there's an issue with it. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you got to this point, thank you. Thank you so much. I know that might have been a little bit rough to watch, and hopefully you'll be able to see my growth throughout my YouTube posting journey. I really want to post a lot in December. I'm definitely not ready for any sort of Bookmas or Vlogmas. However, I want to try to post as much as I possibly can so that I'm able to get out as much content as possible. Definitely, this feels so weird to say, but please subscribe if you liked what you're seeing. I really am looking forward to posting more videos, like I said, and it'd be really great to have you along the way. So thank you so much for coming to my channel, and until next time, bye. Happy, for me it's Sunday, and I decided it's time to let my dog outside. The way for you to find something that you love is, or the way for, don't try this at home.